Boom, and we're live. Right, welcome everyone. This is my channel, Top of the Cop TV. Welcome. I'm Saint. It's going to be a very quick one as the game starts soon. So yeah, I'll be back with the match review and we can go into things in a little bit more detail. So yeah, been looking to start this channel for a little while, and what a game to start it. Do you know what I mean? So we're here, waited for the match lineup to come up before I brought this out, and as I feared, it's Hendo at centre back, which isn't great. Sorry, mind the fact that I'm looking like a black Wolverine at the moment. I'm looking a bit grisly. It's lockdown and that. Forgive me. Yeah, boom. Like not having a 30 centre back is really, it's not a good thing, man. Hendo isn't a bad centre back as such. That's not the problem. The problem is not having him in the position he needs to be. Him covering for Trent and him marshalling that midfield and being able to really do what he does. Do you know what I mean? Defensively and defensively, whatever the case may be. Do you know what I mean? A lot of people say he passes sideways. Now, Henderson's got a lot of progressive passing, and he does a lot for the team in that role. Having him as a centre back, we lose a lot. So obviously it's come out that our midfield, obviously Alisson, Trent, Robbo as our fullbacks, and like I said, Fabinho and Hendo. Centre backs, midfield is Thiago, Gini, and Shaqiri. Surprisingly, or not. I mean, he's had quite a good few games and has come on and influence. So I actually am quite happy that it's Shaqiri, and usual front three, the suspects. I'm happy it's Shaqiri because we need someone who can links up the play a little bit better. If I'm honest with you, and that's what this channel is about. Like, I don't hold no punches. I call it as it is. Do you know what I mean? We are the best team in England, but we've been looking a bit shaky, and inspiration, especially in the final third, has been looking booky. Like, there's a lot of games we've just been looking like some cross merchants, like literally spamming in crosses. Like, and obviously we've got the best fullbacks in which to do it, but Trent ain't in a rich vein form. Robbo's probably been, I'd say, one of our best players, but at the same time, we've got like, you know what I mean, two little Africans, like, you know them way there, like Mane and Salah, who ain't really, I know he's actually not too bad aerially, but it's not really the game plan that we want to be doing. Like, our play hasn't looked like the goal in which we scored against City-esque, where it was, do you know what I mean, pass it to Trent, and then Trent to pass it to Trent to Robbo, then Robbo pings it and it's straight onto Salah's head. That used to be our game, and yeah, it was cross-inspired, but there was more technique and there was more kind of play to it. Now it's just, like, sometimes like we run out of ideas, and it's like, come on, man. So I'm happy that Shaqiri's in there. I think he can link up the play quite well. And this is what I mean, is if we had Henderson where he needed to be, and we had, say, a midfield of Gini, Henderson, Thiago, whatever the case may be, Henderson there, Thiago there, Thiago could then come a little bit more forward instead of having to play that that quarterback role, and we could have a little bit more inspiration from him further up in the pitch. Do you know what I mean? Doing that no-look through ball passes and all of that. Having him in the 6, I think, again, it works. Like, look, I got Thiago on my back, I got the 6 on, do you know what I mean? Like, I hope he has a fucking sick game, but at the same time, I want him a little bit more. I want him as one of the 2-8s, you know, them ones there, like, because I think he does a lot of work better. It's pretty much the argument in which I had with Paul Pogba. Like, do you know what I mean? Across all, I was like, Pogba doesn't work as the deep lining midfielder. Like, you get a lot more out of him when he's progressively further up in the pitch, on that left-hand side that he likes. I'm fuming that they've kind of worked that out. Fuming that Ollie's kind of, yeah, whatever, man. Damn, he's kind of got that one. He's kind of playing that one. So to see him there, to see him starting, yeah, we're gonna have to make sure that we nullify him and Bruno through the middle. So I think they're playing a 4-2-3-1. So they've got Fred and McTominay again, which is good for them. I think tactically they win more games with them, and so, you know, it's funny how a lot of Man United fans used to come at me and say, oh, you know, your midfield is workmanlike, when we used to have Genie and Milner and Hendo, and then they've kind of adopted the same sort of thing with McTominay and Fred, which has allowed them to then have their creative players do more. Anyways, yeah, so I think that's what they're going for. And then they've got Fernandes through the middle, Pogba on the left, which is going to be, like, again, I said, it's going to be hard. And then they've got Rashford on the right, with Martial as the lone striker. Martial, I don't think I think he's dangerous. His movement's going to be dangerous, especially for someone like Henderson at this time. Oh, long. But he don't really finish his dinner. So I hope he has one of those games that's reminiscent of that. And we can really just shut down the supply lines to him from Pogba and Fernandes. I don't need a 94th minute penalty, even though that's all I've been getting. Corn. It's gonna be 0-0. We're gonna win in the 94th minute penalty. All of that. Oh, long. Shout out like Football Terrace and all them other man there, rants and bants. All the people that inspired me to do this channel. You know, I watch their channels and that's all I hear, and I'm like, oh, it's all long. So yeah, boy, listen, we're gonna do this thing. In terms of how I think the game's gonna go, I thought Oli was gonna come and set up like 5 at the back. I thought he was gonna come and stink up the place, which he still very might well do. But I don't know. Now I'm starting to. I don't know. Now I've seen the lineup in front of man. I'm like, oh, you know what? Like, man might actually come and try and free up Fernandes in that middle. Do you know what I mean? In that 10 role, which is dangerous. It is dangerous. We're gonna have to get Thiago on him, and Genie really is gonna have to do a lot of work, which he does. To be fair, that's Genie's game all day long. We'll get onto Genie, like I said in the review. This is a quick one. I think we'll control the game. I don't think controlling the game has been a problem for us. I think we'll control the game. In all honesty, I don't think Man United are coming there to control the game. I still think, regardless of the lineup, I think they're still trying to catch us. That's how they play ball. That's their strategy. Do you know what I mean? It's very quick. 1-2 touches, boom, boom, into a position where they can hurt you. And then, do you know what I mean? So we've got to make sure that we don't kind of turn that ball over and give them that opportunity in order to kind of turn on us quickly. Need to make sure that Genie's on his game. We need to outwork them, as we always do, but we need to make sure that we outwork them, and that's why they've definitely gone with that McTominay and that Fred engine, because they're looking to kind of, do you know what I mean, nullify us as well. I think it's probably going to be quite a dead game. I don't think it's going to be fire. Hoping so, and slightly not as well. I don't know, man. I'm all over the place right now. It's mental. I do think that Salah's gonna have a good one. He needs to show up, man. Like, literally in this game, like, and put Shaw on toast. Like, there's no, do you know what I mean? I like the fact that they've gone with Lindelof instead of Bailly. Again, he's their Matip. Don't know if man's bruck out. So that's good, because I do rate Bailly. I don't really rate Lindelof, so I think we can exploit them. I think Mane and Salah are going to be on crud. I do see them. Moving on to predicted scoreline. I want to say 1-1. I want to say a score draw, but nah. Something deep in my bones is saying we're going to win this, you know. 2-1. I think we're going to win this, man. Salah to score the winner. I just think he's going to be on crud today, man. But yeah, listen, hopefully the boys come through. Like I said, this is a very, very quick one just before the game started. Like, share, subscribe, like, please. Small channel just started up, like, small community and that. And just, yeah, let's just grow. Let's grow together, innit? Like, you know what I'm saying? Man, I'm here, out.